Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of the DX Morphin Blaster from Tokumei Sentai Go-busters. That's supposed to be in. That's embarrassing. Happens to everyone. Anyway, this is part of my Go-busters revisit series in honor of Beast Morphers upcoming next year. Decided to go over the Morphers again because of the aspect ratio problems in my previous videos. This was actually the main offender, if you ever want to check that out. It bothered me. It was a glitch in the editing software. It's not really a huge deal, but bottom line is with these reviews, I wasn't sure if I was going to go over the Morphers again like I did the Megazords, but I kind of decided to because I've been enjoying doing this revisit. Anyway, I just keep doing these intros because I want to clarify any questions for those asking if I've revisited these, and yes I have. And I might do that with some of my super older stuff too that was like way early in the day, but that's for another day. Good news is you don't have to sit through the box because it's way in storage at my parents' house, and I don't feel like driving down there and bothering them for a box. So anyway, here is the Morpher. It is basically a cell phone / gun Morpher, which is a very interesting combo. It's interesting looking in its quote-unquote cell phone mode. It very much, when just looking at it, reflects the personalities of Beet Stag Buster. If you don't know, this is for Gold and Silver, the quote-unquote 6th Rangers of the series. It looks like an old-fashioned-y, weird cell phone. The cell phone portion comes from pulling this down here, and there's a little number pad. It's all stickers, it doesn't do anything. You got a ton of battery life, though, so way to go on that. But yeah, you might not even know it's a cell phone if it wasn't for that. It is very clunky, but aesthetically it kind of just reflects their personalities for me. It's really nice here too. I like this sort of almost matte finish on the back instead of this more like sleek finish, not sleek, slippery finish, because it makes it feel a little bit more, not expensive isn't the right word, but it makes it feel less cheap. There we go. That's another way of saying that. But so yeah, I've always just kind of been very okay on the design, but I like how it kind of looks like a dude with a mustache here. But yeah, that's the design. It's going to pop out and become a gun mode, which we'll get to in a minute. We don't want to get to the spoiler portion yet, guys. Anyway, the middle sister dies and the pants aren't magic. Points to anyone that gets that. Alright, so let's turn it on. So you get activation noises. Whew, party. You can see here, I forgot to mention when I was doing the aesthetics portion of the evening, this is meant to be the sunglasses portion, just like the Go-busters Morpher, their little spin on it. It's interesting. They incorporated like, boom, how are we going to make this Morpher? Boom. Blaster. Boom. Sunglasses. Boom. Cell phone. So that's like Toku in a nutshell. So its main gimmick, other than just being different than the Morpher that's trying to set itself apart with, is like voice recognition, but it's really just noise recognition here, that you can say anything. You don't have to say it's Morphin or it's Morphin, let's Morphin, or Henshin, or, you know, it's Morphin time. You don't have to say, I don't know, anything. You can say ba, you know, or you can say Bebo hungry, Bebo want cuddles. You can say anything. You can just flick it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hit it. So you can do anything of that nature and it'll activate it. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but let's go over the first mode, which is the call mode. You press this button and there's various phrases you activate via the noise recognition. There we go. So cycle through them. So like the other ones, you get a bunch of little phrases, which is neat. I'm kind of just here and there on the sound. Like honestly, like if you're like me and you're just casually like, hey, this Morpher's on my desk, I want to play with it. I don't want to be having to do this or talk. I just want a button. So I'm kind of iffy on that technology. Okay, so for now, the next bit is turning it into a gun. So press this button here, pop this out, that pops out. Get a satisfying little noise, and there you go. This is kind of its blaster mode. I'm going to sort of zoom out here. I was a little bit too zoomed in for this. But yeah, that's that mode. You get some blasty noises. And then when you do the transformation, fold this out, and then the way they do it like that is down. But you can really, that doesn't change anything. Like, it's not going to make wrong noises if it's like that. But so yeah, very interesting. I do really like the design of this, even though the design of the phone mode, quote unquote, is iffy. I do like the design of this. I like the way they incorporated the sunglasses to it. I do appreciate that. And I think this is a weird thing I talk about in certain Toku role-playing reviews, but I like the satisfying machine mechanical feel of transforming it. It feels satisfying, it feels real, I like it. Okay, so hold this button down to activate the morphing noises and then press it again and then activate the sound, or the, sound recognition. You got the picture.
It's morphin' time!
And then, there you go. And then you get those noises again, and then it activate basically the attack noise.
Boost up for Buster!
And that's basically it for it. Overall, I'm a little more mixed on this changer. I do like the design for the most part. I'm not, 100% in love with the main phone mode, but I do dig the blaster mode. I dig how it transforms. I like that they incorporated the sunglasses bit into it. I think that's cool. I do like the sounds, like in terms of I like the voice, I like the jingle and stuff like that. Speaking of, it's worth noting, if you activate the transformation noise and just let it go, it'll eventually just time out, so you do have a time limit before you do that. Just wanted to note that. But anyway, I do like the sounds for it, but it does have a little bit less going for it than the Morphin Brace, and I'm not a huge fan of the voice or the sound activated bit. I kind of just wish it was almost an either-or situation, or to be honest, I would rather it just be a button press, just because that can get kind of annoying, and I've had toys like that in the past where the longer you own it, the less responsive it gets, so I'm not a huge fan of that. So overall, this is a coolish changer. If you like it and you like it in the show, I can definitely recommend checking it out. But I don't like it as much as the Morphin Brace, so if I had to recommend one or the other, it would be that. I'll be very interested to see what they do with this to make it different in Beast Morphers. Anyway, that's about it. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Dawson Ryder, signing out.